Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am doing the reading for the fire signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Okay, so let's get right into it. I have 8 cards as I usually do for all of the sign houses. So this is Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please check your other signs, especially if they're in a different house, to get a more well-rounded reading, okay? Because this may or may not resonate with you, as these are general readings, okay? So, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, right off the bat, right out the gate, I'm getting Aries, 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 like in Hollywood lights, like really front and center stage here. For some reason, you guys are being highlighted. Sagittarius and Leo are okay. Leo was highlighted in another reading. I believe it was for the air sign, so check that one out. But for you, Aries, oh boy. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, we start with the Ace of Cups, and then we move into the Tower. Ay. Justice, the Lovers, Knight of Swords, 5 of Wands, Knight of Cups, 5 of Swords, and the 5 of Pentacles, with the 2 clarifier cards here being the 6 of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. So something is rocking your foundation, or something happened that is completely rocking your sense of stability here, and something that you had plans for has not panned out, and looks like with this Tower will not pan out. Especially since the Justice card is like right next to it. It's, oh my God. Oh, I think for this one, I feel like this is going to help a particular Aries out. So I'm going to take a picture of this and add it on to the post. Oh my God. What is going on with you, Aries? What happened? This is something emotional because there's quite a bit of Cups cards in here. And this is something that really rocked your foundation. Really made you question just how much you knew about the other party involved, the other parties involved, about your position. Because apparently, whatever position you held with this Ace of Cups here, which I'm getting manipulation here. I don't know why, whether it was you doing the manipulating or somebody was manipulating you. Remember, these are general, so take it as it resonates, leave the rest. But the Tower and Justice is right next to it. So something was found out here that kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Exited you out of this situation. Kind of booted you out of this situation. And with this Justice card, that's kind of on top of the Lovers card, Knight of Swords, and 5 of Wands. This is something that you have been fighting. Not physically. I don't feel it was physically, because 5 of Wands is petty squabbles, annoyances, differences of opinion. But you started with the Tower, so these little things built up into a Tower moment here. And this is something that when you get the Tower and the Justice card here, these are 2 major arcana. And you have another major arcana here with the Lovers card. So this is having something to do with a third-party situation. Good Lord. What is going on here? Oof. I like providing happy readings, but I have to be truthful. This does not look like a good situation. With this Knight of Swords, this is something that words were said that can't be taken back, because once words are out there, even if you apologize for it with this Ace of Cups here, that's kind of the feeling I'm getting. The words are out there and that person feels that this is the way you feel about them. So no matter how many times you take it back, you can't take it back because it's now they have this image in their head of what you think about them because it was said in the heat of an argument or a petty squabble, as highlighted here with this Five of Wands. And since Knight of Swords is right next to it, this is an impulsive thing that you said. This is something that you said to kind of gain the upper hand in an argument, but it cut below the belt, right? This is kind of what I'm getting here with the Lovers being here. This was an argument about a third party. This is what I'm feeling, that a third party was discussed. It escalated. Some snarky comments were made, and the other person wasn't feeling that and kind of called you out on it. And of course, if I know anything about an Aries, my Lilith is an Aries, okay? If I know anything about an Aries, they're not going to be the ones that are spoken to and don't get the last word in, okay? If I have any Aries in me, that's how I am. I have to have the last word. I have to have the last word, right? And that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting here, but it kind of worked to your detriment because having to get that last word had you hit below the belt. And once those words are out, no matter what you say to try to atone for it, those words are out. Oh, so this is how you felt this entire time. And this other person, I'm trying to make you understand how the other party feels. This is how you have always felt. Now I know. So now whatever you say, I'm not going to believe because I know what you really feel. So this, I don't like having to read this for you, Aries, but, I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass. This is what I'm seeing. This did lead to a Tower moment. And you may have been crying with this Ace of Cups here because it's water. You may have been crying, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And this person, whoever this was, with this Tower and this Justice card being right next to it, that's not a good combo to get for you, especially when you're trying to apologize. The apology fell on deaf ears, is basically what it's saying here. There's two parts of this with this last three cards here. It's like Knight of Cups, Five of Swords, and Five of Pentacles. So this really is changing. This is not the first time I'm seeing five here. I'm seeing five in the Five of Wands here, five in the Five of Swords. So you got two aggressive cards here, leading to a ultimate result with this Five of Pentacles here. Sagittarius, I'm not feeling anything for you. Whenever I read on Sagittarius, I get this image of this young, no matter what age you are, you have this like teenager mentality about you. So you're so happy-go-lucky. So I'm not reading on you guys right now. It's like I don't mean to have you felt left out. I know this is supposed to be meant a group thing, of the fire signs. And I do apologize for that. But, if nothing is happening out of the ordinary, then that's good for you, right? There's nothing to be concerned about. Like I said, Aries is really being highlighted here. I just see a big A, Aries, like right over the thing. Because I'm a very visual reader. And Leo, I'm not seeing much with Leo. They're kind of in the shadows too. As I said before, they're highlighted in one other reading, but it's not in a good way. I'm going to let you know, but that's for whoever that Leo is. That's not for all the Leos, okay? But you guys, the Leo and the Sagittarius are kind of doing their own thing, and they're not in a bad space right now, so they kind of want this information and this healing to happen for this Aries here. As I said, with the Knight of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles, this is something that has made you, and something, that kind of shit happens in my house all the time. These pops and cracks, kind of occultish type shit, but whatever. that kind of shit doesn't scare me. Anyway, um, you got to give me a few minutes here, guys. This is a heavy reading, and I don't like having to deliver this type of news to you guys because I do love an Aries spontaneity and zest for life, and I there's things that I love about you guys, and I don't like having to deliver this type of message, but I have to, just so that you're aware of what's going on. Better to know, right, than to not know at all. Knight of Cups, and oh Jesus, I feel with the Knight of Cups here, there was another attempt at an apology, but it's not being received well with this Five of Pentacles here. It's not. Now, for some Aries, I'm not saying all, for some Aries, the apology was not sincere, being that this is coupled with the Five of Swords here. It's like, let's see if I say I'm sorry, again, if enough water comes out of my eyes, it'll be more believable. It didn't work because the Five of Pentacles came out in this reading. Now, this is all rooted in a love reading, okay? Yeah, I'm getting a lot of pops and cracks in this house here. There's definitely something here that okay. This is definitely rooted in whatever this argument was, especially with this Lovers card being here. This was definitely about a third party. Okay, so the argument was stemmed through a third party. How it was brought up, I am not getting here. They're saying that's inconsequential. That it's irrelevant. Now, they did direct my attention towards this Six of Cups here. And they said that should give everything. I feel whoever this Aries is, okay? As I said, this is a general reading. This is not going to apply to everybody. Whoever this Lovers card is, I am getting twin flame, okay? It could be soulmate. It could be regular relationship. Take this as it applies. But with this Six of Cups here, I feel like the argument was stemmed in the fact that you told this person, oh, I've known you longer than this other person, and, some things, look, when an Aries gets angry, they're not going to go through a checklist of they want to get their point across. So, it may not come out in the nicest of ways. You know what I mean? So that's what I feel happened here. And it just led to, one thing led to another. You hit below the belt, and that was it. And it rocked your foundation because you really thought that there was a future with this person. But this person does not have those intentions. Okay, it's very apparent with this Five of Pentacles here. And I am going to pull a few more cards here to get a better in-depth look at what's going on here, an analysis, because this is a general reading, but this is me doing these readings, and they're never general. They always seem to be very specific. And with the Ace of Pentacles here, there may have been money involved. There may have, or may not have been money involved. What I'm getting is the below the belt thing that you may have said is, well, I've given you all of this, help financially in other ways, and this is the way you treat me, and, some insults were slung, and, they defended themselves because, who wants to be insulted? And that's basically what the gist of this argument was. I told y'all, these are general readings, but they never come out general when I read them. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm getting a crystal clear picture of what happened here. But let's pull some more cards to find out, okay? My hands are very sweaty, which means there's a lot of spiritual activity in this house right now. So just be aware of that. And I kind of have to dry my hands because then I won't be able to shuffle the cards. So let's get a few more cards as to what this was all about. Yeah, third party situation. We have the Two of Pentacles here. To stay or to go. You're one of the Pentacles because the Queen of Wands came out here. This is definitely an indicator. See what else they say here. Yeah, you're willing to put it to bed. You're willing to put this to bed. You're done. All right. I hope you can hear me. So the last three cards that we got here is the Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Four of Swords, which tells me that within this equation, you're one of the parts of the equation with this Queen of Wands here, the Aries. This is definitely about you. This also might indicate that it may be another fire sign that you're dealing with. That's a third party. Okay, but that's for whoever that resonates with. Two of Pentacles. This was a third party situation and having to make the decision, you know, whether you want to be part of this third party situation, right? Or removing yourself from the equation. And I think after this argument, this was the blowout with this tower, and you're willing to put this to bed with the Four of Swords here. You're done. You're done. You know, it doesn't, you don't have to bop an Aries over the head repeatedly for them to get the point. You know what I mean? If it's not going to work, it's not going to work. They're willing to move on. So I hope, Aries, that this was very, very helpful to you. I hope that it helped in some way that it was supposed to help, whatever way that was. And I'm very, very sorry that you're going through this, honey. I really am. You know, as I said, I love my Aries people. They, you know, when you want somebody on your side that's going to defend you and, you know, whether you're right or wrong, you know, no, you know, I mean that in the best possible way. Okay. They're good for having you. They're good for having them in your corner as far as defending you, like in a physical altercation. They're good in sports. Okay. So, you know, I do love my Aries people. I have Aries in my chart as well. As I told you, I'm an Aries, Lilith. But that's the dark goddess side of me. So, you know. Anyway, Aries, I hope you find some peace, honey, some peace. You need some because with this reading, it was a very heavy reading to give you guys. But you know, if I know anything about Aries, they don't want smoke blown up their ass. They want the truth, you know, no matter how ugly it is. So as far as Leo and Sagittarius, y'all are good. Y'all are good, okay? Now I can do a quick reading on you guys to see if there is anything, just so that you're not left out. So let's see that. Alrighty. Anything going on for the Leo and Sagittarius, because they were not highlighted in this reading here. So if it's hard to shuffle these cards, I'll know that maybe I'm not supposed to dive too deeply into this. Yeah, okay. That says stop to me. All right, so what's going on with Leo and Sagittarius? Because I feel like you guys were left out, which may be a good thing, especially with this heavy reading. What I'm getting here so far, you got 210. No. Yeah. Is that a 10? Well, I consider the world a 10. Yeah, you guys are good. No wonder I didn't read on you guys. Yeah, you guys are good. The end of some burden that you've been holding. Okay? Yeah, you've been holding on to it, and you're going to be relieved of some burden. Okay? So if you are a Leo or a Sagittarius listening to this, the only indicator that I got here for this 4-card reading for the two of you guys is the 10 of Wands, the World, the 9 of Cups, and the 4 of Pentacles. So it's something that you've been holding on so dearly to. They're saying you don't have to hold on so tightly because this is something that has been giving you a lot of stress. But, you know, especially if you're a Sagittarius, you always, look, I've noticed with Sagittarius, even if they're going through some shit, they'll always have a smile on their face. Okay? It's like they're just generally happy-go-lucky people. This is why a lot of people like to be around them, because they're just so happy most of the time. Jovial and full of spirit. So, but whatever it is that you've been holding on to that you don't need to hold on to, you're getting with this World card, it's the end of that, okay? Because you're going to find your happiness with this 9 of Cups, whatever it is that you've been wishing for. Only you know what that is, okay? Whatever it is that you've been wishing your little heart's desire on, it's going to happen. So, you know, you have to let go of what's dragging you down in order to lift up, right? So I hope that was helpful for you guys. Like I said, there's not much to read on for you guys because there was a good reading for you guys. So, all right, I know this has been the longest out of all the sign houses, so I'm going to sign off here and move on to the water signs, okay? Love you guys, and I will talk to you in the next video. Take care.